Look, our inability to drop our work rate again. The first quarter we played like we wanted to. We were able to move the ball in a good fashion and win a lot of the ball through the midfield. And then we just didn't have enough people to keep winning it in the second and third quarters.
How do you explain why that sort of keeps dropping away?
We're not quite sure. It's nothing to do. We've got some young players, we've got some senior players. We're not sure. We've just got I suppose last year when we got those 7 games, we were trying to get a win, but now we've got to try and turn around our performances and focus on a few factors of trying to defend better, trying to maintain a pretty big intensity around the ball, and it's going to take a while to find out who those guys are. And at the moment, after 3 weeks, we've probably found out some who are and some who are inconsistent with that effort.
Has it the players though, why are they struggling to get first possession?
I suppose Collingwood, they just got stripped a fair bit by bigger bodies. A bit of that today. We played against a very, very, very good midfield group. But last week there was a midfield group that was as good as ours, arguably. So it's just at the moment we don't have the ability just to keep persevering for 4 quarters.
Does it matter of attitude or talent?
Attitude.
The defence was just put under such massive pressure, massive number inside 50s. How do you rate how they perform?
Look, I think our back 6 and probably 7 to an extent have been pretty good. Carlisle's been outstanding. Chappell and Trengove have played their roles, and Pittard and O'Shea and Logan have done well. They've all played away from home twice against 2 of the best teams in the competition and absorbed 70 odd inside 50s against. And I thought they've held up pretty good. The goal scoring spread today was from all over the whole team, but I thought they've acquitted themselves pretty well considering how much ball's coming down there.
Would it be fair to say they're being let down by the midfield?
Look, they've been let down by everyone across our whole team at the moment. Just how many inside 50s came out of stoppage and came off the turnover was disappointing. So, they show that if we can keep a team to 50, 55, we'll have a chance to win a game, but you can't do it with 70 and only 30 odd yourself.
Is it too easy to say that you're playing a showdown, so that should just click in their attitude?
No, I wouldn't have thought so. I would think that, there will be fresh faces come into the team. It's probably nearly gone with the same group. We were able to get Hartlett through the game today, and he showed glimpses of stuff. So we'll have to find a 22 next week who can perform over 4 quarters, and regardless of who we're playing, we need to win.
So Salopek need to clearly come in?
They come into the equation. Salopek, Pettigrew, I don't know. There's lots of guys who played in the SNFL today and yesterday who will come into the equation.
So not to misunderstand, you've actually run out of patience with a few of them?
I'm not patient. So, look, I believe in the group of what we're doing and the path we're heading down. It's just at the moment they're not producing. So we as a group will go back, have a look at it, learn from it, and try and make sure we can get a result for not only ourselves but our supporters this week.
Just following on from that, you've been making a few changes next week?
Look, I'm not going to come in here and say we're going to make 6 or 7 changes. We've got to see who got through the weekend's game of the SNFL and see what our guys did. But, I'd say we're trying to find some guys who can make an impact on the ground and winning enough ball for us next week because, Adelaide certainly generated enough of their ball and with their running power.
One of the side stories of the day that Daniel Modlop at a time when he could have been actually frustrated and can lose his way when the game's not going too forward to he actually held it together.
Yeah, look, I thought all our forwards, I think the ball went in 35 times against a very good backline, so they've got no queries over what they were able to do, and it was a very difficult game for them. So, Mott's along with Chad, I thought battled hard, and so did the other guys down there. It's just lack of supply is going to make it a very difficult game for them.
But more Daniel actually holding it together, having a good attitude.
Look, that's what we're about with Daniel. Continue to keep playing his role, staying within our boundaries of our team rules, and he did that today.
Are you happy with Chad's progress and where he's at in these games and done enough to give him?
Look, that's all we're after Chad, is just to compete in the air and on the ground. He's a competitor for us, and if we could have his mindset coming into games, if we could have 22 with that mindset, it would be a real difficult team.
Matthew, one of the things that was done last week was that when the Crows draw was put up as a talking point, said that they would have an easier run because they get West Coast twice, Gold Coast twice, Brisbane twice, and Port Adelaide was included in that. Did Did you find that in any way insulting or underestimating what you guys do in showdowns?
Oh, I'm not really underestimating what we do in showdowns. I think it's, you look at teams who they're playing, who made the 8 last year and who didn't. We didn't make the 8, so we'd be seen as an easier team than teams who made the 8. So that's all the comparison. It's West Coast in there, Brisbane and Gold Coast, did you say? So, teams that people don't think are going to make the 8, so that's where that comparison comes from.
You didn't find it in any way sort of demeaning to what Adelaide stands for?
Oh, look, I'm not worried with what people outside at the moment. Our performances so far are saying, we're an easy team to play at the moment, so we've got to change that around.
You had a promising finish to last year. Do you feel you've taken a step backwards, or is it a bit of short-term pain for long-term sort of gain?
Oh, look, there's definitely some short-term pain. We're trying to play a style of football that's going to hold up in big games, going to hold up eventually in finals footy, and at the moment it's a long way away. But we're going to keep unearthing players that can do that. We're going to keep going with players who want to continue to play that way. But we are trying to change the way we're going to play, because the way we have hasn't been allowed us to play in finals. And if we get there, we're just going to get smacked. So we're trying to change it around, and hasn't shone through against 2 very good teams and was disappointing last week. But I'm pretty sure by the end of the year, the belief we have in each other and what we're on about, we'll see some turnaround in that.
Any injuries for you guys?
No, I don't think so.